Hey friends, it's Barnyard without the window weather on this 29th day of November 2016. And here we are at where the chickens were all spring and summer long, and I just thought I'd give you guys a little update and show you how I use my chickens to do replanting, plowing, enhancing the soil, things of that sort. So as you see, the two guineas are standing there. That is a grassy area. And if you look right down here, you'll see where there's some hay and a little bit of green and the dirt and such. And this is where the chickens were all spring and summer long. This used to be, anybody that has been here, this was actually hole 1 of my disc golf course. That's why it's nice and flat. It was, when I redid the disc golf course, this was just an ideal spot. So just nice and flat, ideal for chickens, and I plan on putting a little orchard and some other things into this area. As you see, the pine trees are right there on the edge, and there's a few other cool stuff like some elderberries and such grow over there. So this is, as you see, it's still pretty rich in hay, and it's got a fairly nice color. This definitely needs winter to go through before the soil really gets enhanced better. This will, depending on, the guineas and the ducks are still doing a good job picking out the extra weeds. So early spring we'll definitely need to plant some stuff in here. This is a spot that the chickens have just recently been off of, and as you see, it still looks like it's really hard. That is a lot of chicken poop and a lot of leftover feed and a lot of them walking and patting it down and making it hard. That's actually, it sounds silly, but during the winter, it's actually really good. The winter will actually, with the thawing and heating up and thawing, it'll actually break up the soil and it'll loosen it up very well. And so this will actually be a very good spot to grow different types of, if you want to do flowers or if you want to do edible crops. For those that don't exactly know what my chicken tractors look like, here is an example of one of my chicken tractors. This chicken tractor, here we'll go inside because this one didn't have to go in for the winter. So as you see, they've got down to bare dirt. They've left lots of feathers, lots of, it's actually fairly deep. As you see, like they've really got down to making this is kind of like a compost on top. It's got feathers and food and some poop and just all that kind of good stuff. I didn't really enhance this one too much. Actually, I think just adding a little bit of hay when it was getting extra cold is all I've really done in here. So I'm actually leaving this one on. I'm kind of interested to see what happens if it stays covered, because I still got it covered. I have not tried to leave a chicken coop, an extra chicken coop, and leave it covered. Mostly because we didn't have any extra. So, and then here, as you see, some of the enhancements of the soil. This is a spot right next to it where there was also a chicken coop and things of that sort. So this doesn't have, so I'm kind of going to be really interested in the difference between having it covered and having it not covered. As you see the duck going in there, that is going to change up things just a little bit, but I'm just trying to let it go as realistic as possible, and that's what would happen here. So this area right here, as you see all of this plants growing up here, this is actually where the chickens was last year, and just so you know, this used to all of this used to just be grass, and that was pretty much it. It was pretty much a monoculture of grass and maybe a little bit of a few of your normal yard weeds. I am trying to go with diversity. So after I put the chickens here, the chickens here were a year ago. The chickens got pulled up from where we're standing today, and this was just grass. And then I didn't mow it. I didn't do anything. I just let it do its thing. And as you see, this is the cool stuff that's grown up. I don't exactly, let's see if I can get a good picture of it. I don't know. I don't want to tell you the wrong thing, so I can't identify everything right now. But there was a variety of natural herbs and some medicine and other cool things that appeared in here. I think I've got some other videos on here showing some of the stuff when it was in full bloom of what came up. But a nice variety, even down here to the grassy level. You can see in the canopy, under the canopy, there's a nice variety of different types of plants. My shadow was making this really hard. Different types of plants and such. Sylvia says hi. I'm going to do another video on how awesome she is at clearing areas and de-weeding, but that'll be in a future video. So for the quick little update, this area I'm still not sure what I'm going to put under here. Chickens will probably go more back into the grassy areas right there for next year. Some of this right here on the edge, some of the stuff that's shade tolerant, will move in here to some of the shade areas from here to where that plastic tub is. The downfall is because we had so much rain earlier in the season, half of this little field here flooded, so I had to actually dig a little irrigation ditch. So that's going to change the way I do things. And then if you see, I've got about 4 little trees planted right there. That's going to be, those 4 trees are oak trees. Actually 2 of them are oaks and 1 of them are maples. Just trying to add a little diversity to the area by replanting some trees and such. So yeah, this is just a little bit about the chicken area and using chickens to do some weeding and gardening and enhancing the soil. So I will do an update on this particular area at some point in the future, maybe in the spring, or maybe we'll come out here again in the winter. That's the little area you see right there. That's one of the spots that I use to record snow totals. So that's why the ski stick is there. So when I'm coming out this way, I know it's not the ideal spot, but I'm kind of interested because since it's sheltered between the 2 groups of pine trees, it should lead to not having so much snow drifting and things of that sort. Anyways, it's Baron without the winter weather on this beautiful, beautiful 29th day of November. Have yourself a wonderful day. Adios.